Hello viewers, welcome to our comprehensive guide on the UK Skilled Worker Visa 2024. In this video, we will delve into all the crucial details you need to know about the upcoming changes in the UK immigration rules, set to take effect in spring 2024. These changes are part of the government's plan to reduce legal migration numbers to the UK by around 300,000, and represent a significant shift in the UK's immigration policy. So, whether you're an individual planning to work in the UK, or a business looking to sponsor overseas workers, this video is for you. Hence, make sure you watch till the end of the video, so you do not miss out on this very vital information. For those new to the family, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let's get into it. Section 1. Overview of the Skilled Worker Visa. The Skilled Worker Visa is a route that allows overseas workers to come and work in the UK for approved UK employers. It's usually granted for up to 5 years, after which the worker can become eligible to apply for UK indefinite leave to remain. The visa makes provision for spouses, durable partners, and dependent children to apply to join the main visa applicant in the UK. However, as we approach spring 2024, the landscape of UK immigration is poised for significant changes. The UK government has announced a series of measures, including changes to the skilled worker minimum salary threshold, modifications to the shortage occupation list, adjustments to dependent visas, and a review of the graduate visa route. One of the most notable changes is the increase in the minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visas. The government has announced that the threshold will rise from the current £26,200 to £38,700, which is a substantial increase of nearly 50%. This change is aimed at ensuring that sponsored skilled workers are paid at a rate that does not undercut the salaries of British workers. Another significant change is the government's plan to modify the shortage occupation list, SOL. The SOL helps employers fill vacancies in key sectors by identifying roles where there is a shortage of suitable labor within the domestic market. However, with the upcoming changes, we may see a reduction in the number of occupations on the list, potentially impacting recruitment strategies in specific industries such as technology, engineering, and construction. These changes, set to take effect in spring 2024, represent a substantial shift in the UK's immigration landscape, and carry wide-ranging implications for workers and family members of British or settled persons. Section 2. Increase in minimum salary threshold. One of the most significant changes to the UK's immigration system is the increase in the minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visas. From spring 2024, the salary threshold will rise from the current £26,200 to £38,700 per year. This substantial increase of nearly 50% is aimed at ensuring that sponsored skilled workers are paid at a rate that reflects the value of their contribution, and does not undercut the salaries of British workers. Implications for employers and industries. This change will have a profound impact on companies that rely on overseas talent, particularly those in sectors where the current going rates for roles are significantly below the new threshold. For example, chefs and IT engineers, who currently have going rates well below £38,700, will be affected by this increase. Employers in these industries will need to reassess their recruitment strategies, and consider the financial implications of sponsoring skilled worker visas. Exemptions and transitional measures. It's important to note that health and social care visas, a subset of the skilled worker visa, will be exempt from this increase. However, the government has indicated that they are currently keeping their position on visa extensions under review, which means that it is not yet confirmed whether the new salary cap will apply to those already in the UK on skilled worker visas, when they seek to extend their stay. Impact on small businesses and regional employment. The increase may disproportionately affect small businesses, and businesses outside of London and the South East, which tend to pay slightly less. This could lead to a greater challenge in filling middle-skilled roles such as butchers and chefs, where workers tend to earn around the previous salary threshold of £26,000. Planning for the future. Employers should consider their need to recruit overseas candidates in the near future, particularly those whose proposed salary would be considerably less than £38,700 per year. They may want to issue a certificate of sponsorship to these candidates as soon as possible, before the new rules take effect. The increase in the minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visas is a significant change that will affect many sectors of the UK economy. Employers will need to adapt to these changes by reassessing their recruitment strategies and possibly increasing salaries to meet the new requirements. While the change is designed to protect the wages of British workers, it may also lead to challenges in recruiting skilled workers from overseas for certain roles and industries. Section 3. Modification of the shortage occupation list. In this section, we will delve into the significant modifications to the Shortage Occupation List, SOL, that are set to take effect in the UK in 2024. The SOL is a curated compilation of occupations where the UK is grappling with a shortage of skilled labor. Recommendations for this list are provided by the Migration Advisory Committee, MAC, which regularly reviews and updates the roster. The UK government has announced plans to reform the SOL into an Immigration Salary List, ISL, ending the 20% going rate salary discount for shortage occupations. This means that the current SOL will remain in place until the new salary thresholds are put in place in late 2024. The ISL will remove the 20% discount to the minimum salary for shortage occupation roles, although a general salary threshold discount will be retained. This change, coupled with a review by the MAC, indicates potential disruption in sectors such as technology, engineering, and construction. Employers should anticipate a reduction in the number of occupations on the list, potentially impacting recruitment strategies in specific industries. The operational details and implications of this new system are yet to be fully disclosed. However, it is understood that the general threshold will remain lower for roles on the new list. The Migration Advisory Committee will review the new list against the increased salary thresholds in order to reduce the number of occupations. The transition from the SOL to the ISL signifies a significant shift in the UK's immigration policy, aiming to strike a balance between controlling migration numbers and addressing skill shortages. As we approach the implementation of these changes, it's crucial for potential applicants and their sponsors to stay informed and prepare for the new financial requirements. Section 4. Increase in minimum income threshold for spouse or partner visa. In this section, we will discuss the significant changes to the minimum income threshold for spouse or partner visas, which are set to take effect in the coming years. The UK government has announced a staged increase in the minimum income requirement for those wishing to sponsor a spouse, partner, or family visa. Currently, the minimum income requirement stands at £18,600. However, this figure will rise to £29,000 in spring 2024. The increase is part of a broader strategy to ensure that those sponsoring family members have sufficient income to support them, without relying on public funds. The changes do not stop there. After the initial increase to £29,000, the government plans to incrementally raise the threshold to around £34,500, and then to approximately £38,700. While the exact dates for these subsequent increases have not been announced, they are expected to occur later in 2024, and in early 2025. It's important to note that these changes will apply to new applicants, and not to those already holding a family visa, or those applying to extend their leave as a family member. The implications of these changes are significant. Families will need to reassess their financial planning to ensure they meet the new requirements. For some, this may mean delaying plans to bring a partner or spouse to the UK until they can meet the higher income threshold. Furthermore, the Home Office has indicated that there will no longer be a separate child element to the minimum income requirement, simplifying the calculation, but potentially increasing the financial burden on families with children. As we approach the implementation of these changes, it's crucial for potential applicants and their sponsors to stay informed and prepare for the new financial requirements. Section 5. Increase in the Immigration Health Surcharge. Furthermore, the Immigration Health Surcharge, IHS, is set to increase to £1,035 per adult per year, starting from 16th of January 2024. This is a significant increase from the previous rate of £624 per year, and is intended to ensure that migrants make a fair financial contribution to public services, including the NHS. In this section, we will discuss the impact of this change, and provide tips on how to prepare for it. The Immigration Health Surcharge, IHS, is set to increase by a substantial 66% from £624 to £1,035 per year for most applicants, with the change expected to come into force on January 16, 2024. The IHS was introduced in 2015 to raise money from migrants for the National Health Service, and the fee uplift represents a significant rise that will have a considerable impact on visa applicants who need to fund immigration applications. The IHS is mandatory for most visa applicants, and is usually payable alongside the application fee, charged per year of permission requested. The increase in the IHS is part of the government's review of fees across the immigration system, and the Home Office has stated that the increases to the health charge reflect the increased cost of healthcare provision. The IHS increase will be particularly significant for most applicants, and the change is expected to come into force on January 16, 2024, or slightly later depending on exactly when the order is laid. The immigration health surcharge is an upfront cost paid alongside the submission of most visa applications, and there is no limit to how much one can access the NHS. Additionally, there is no option to opt out of the immigration health surcharge even if you believe you will not access the NHS. The immigration health surcharge is increasing for students, student dependents, and individuals who have applied under the Youth Mobility Scheme route. Section 6. Navigating the changes and preparing for the future. In this section, we will discuss how to navigate the upcoming changes to the UK's immigration rules, and prepare for the future. The changes, set to take effect in spring 2024, include a significant increase in the minimum income threshold for skilled worker visas and family visas, modifications to the shortage occupation list, and adjustments to dependent visas. To navigate these changes, potential applicants and their sponsors should stay informed, and prepare for the new financial requirements. For those sponsoring a skilled worker visa, it may be necessary to reassess salary offerings, and consider the impact on recruitment strategies. For those sponsoring a family visa, it's crucial to reassess financial planning to ensure they meet the new requirements. For some, this may mean delaying plans to bring a partner or spouse to the UK until they can meet the higher income threshold. Employers should also review the visa status of any UK-based colleagues that are not British citizens, but will need sponsorship in the future. As part of longer-term staff retention planning, employers should consider switching them into skilled worker visas by the spring, sooner than originally planned, even if they still have months left on their current visas. Furthermore, the government has announced that the shortage occupation list will be replaced with a new immigration salary list. Employers should stay updated on these changes as they could impact the recruitment of migrant workers. As we approach the implementation of these changes, it's crucial for potential applicants and their sponsors to stay informed, and prepare for the new financial requirements. Thank you for joining us in this comprehensive guide on the UK Skilled Worker Visa 2024. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights and guidance on the upcoming changes in the UK immigration rules. Remember, staying informed and prepared is key to navigating these changes effectively. Not so fast though. Did you like the video? Do you have friends and family that need to know about these details to make their move to the UK a success? Then make sure you share, and share. Many of you only watch my videos, but haven't subscribed. Why not? Please subscribe today, and turn on the notification button so that you be the first to be notified when I drop more of this content. Otherwise, have a good end to the year. Shalom.